Maui's knocking things off my fridge. Anyway, as I was gonna say, thank God for this wide-angle lens. Look at this thing. It's huge. Huge. Hello guys, how are you? David Franco here from davidfranco.com as well as thefrancouniversity.com. Check them out. Both are below. Alright, so today's video is a very exciting one. It's just one piece to the 4K puzzle, I'm calling it. This is my 4K 7.2 channel Onkyo receiver. Yes, 4K. Now, ironically, I do not even have a 4K TV yet, but in theory, by the time this video goes live, I should have my 4K TV. Oh, Maui, you can jump up. You know you want to. So, in other words, I'm getting my 4K TV this weekend. Today's Friday for me, and I'll be featuring in the weekend vlog and all that stuff. So for now, let's unbox the receiver, but I promise I'll show the TV in other videos of mine. And actually, I'll link my weekend vlog right below, so check that out. And if for whatever reason I couldn't get my TV this weekend, I will be very disappointed. But I'm picking it up from Best Buy tomorrow, Saturday. I've never used Best Buy's in-store pickup option before, but apparently it's pretty smooth. So if you've had an experience with that, positive or negative, let me know, I'm curious. Okay, so here we go. Let me bust out my unboxing knife. So this is the Onkyo TX-NR656 7.2 channel AV receiver, 7.2 channel amplifier. I feel like I just repeated myself, but that's what it says. Amplituner audio video. It's a mouthful. Basically, it's an AV receiver, and if anyone doesn't know how an AV receiver works, excuse Maui and his rude manners behind me, it's basically a hub that controls all of your AV equipment, from video game consoles to Blu-ray players to your TV. So in theory, you should only have about 1 or 2 cables coming out of your TV. Then everything else comes out of your receiver. Alright, so I just want to make that clear just in case people are new to the whole AV scene, because I will be mounting my TV. And you might be thinking, well David, how the hell are you gonna hide all those cables? That's how, because the receiver pretty much handles everything. Alright, so let's unbox this. I've talked enough, right? But that's what I do. I like to talk. So this is a very large box. This cost me about $350, $360 on Amazon. I'll link it right below in case you guys want to buy it for yourself. Alright, so I will do a quick disclaimer. My previous Onkyo receiver died. Like, it just died one day. For some reason, it wouldn't output bass. And, well, that was it. I mean, my receiver technically still worked, but it wouldn't output bass for whatever reason. Something went wrong with it. But that's not going to stop me from believing in Onkyo, because I currently have a Harman Kardon receiver. The AVR, I think 1700 it says. I love that receiver. I don't really have anything against it, but I still prefer Onkyo. Okay, here we go. This is a very large box. As usual, you get a pretty generic and ugly looking remote. I love Onkyo, but their remote design has always been pretty blah. But it's a remote. Who cares? You don't buy a receiver to drool over the remote. You buy the receiver to drool over what it outputs, the audio and video. So there you go. There is a shot of the remote in case you're curious. It's not the worst looking thing, and actually it looks better than my old Onkyo remote. It's a lot simpler, that's for sure. So less buttons. Nowadays, it's kind of a good thing, because everything else is powered by other devices, so. Alright, this is where things get really interesting. Trying to take this out and not make myself look like a fool. That's exactly why I'm making this video in my living room. Oh, and you get a manual. Don't think I'll ever even read that. Antenna for FM. FM radio, come on, really? It's 2017. As well as other accessories. So, there you go. You can find everything on Amazon using the link in the video description. Jesus. Jesus! Come on! You know what? I'm breaking the foam. I don't care. Because this thing is really hard to get out by yourself. I really need someone to hold down the box for me.
Later.
Welcome back. I'm very frustrated. No, not really, but that was definitely more involved than I thought it was, hence my relocation to my office. So here we go. You know, Onkyo, I gotta say, you guys are excellent at packaging. If any of you watching this video right now ever order this receiver for yourself, you do not have to worry about it being damaged, because Onkyo does a fantastic job at really making this thing tight.
Oh, tight, yeah!
Alright, here we go. Onkyo TX-NR656. Damn, look at this thing. My God, what a beauty. This thing is a work of art. Okay, so let's go into detail here. On the back, we have 2 antennas, I'm assuming for Wi-Fi. I've never had a receiver with Wi-Fi on it before, so that's pretty cool. 7 HDMI ins right there and 2 HDMI outs. Very nice. Ethernet, so if you don't want to use Wi-Fi, you don't have to. Ethernet is there and fully supported. We have USB right there, 5 volts. We also have coaxial right there. AM and FM tuner. I'm sorry, but I know there's some people out there who use that stuff, but why even include tuners on such a high-end receiver? Okay, this isn't exactly high-end. This is probably mid-range. But you guys feel me on that? Come on. Tuner? FM radio? No. That's just my opinion. And yes, I know there's AM radio for emergencies, so let's leave that on at least for that. But FM radio, just get rid of it. Bold words, I know. So components, here we go. For Blu-ray, game, you don't have to use it for that. It's just a nice way of labeling things and keeping track. And of course, we have a bunch of audio down here for cable, satellite, Blu-ray, streaming box, video game consoles, CD? CD? Does that stand for compact disc? I think so. TV and phono. This has a dedicated phono on it, so I can actually use my turntable natively, which is awesome. And of course, over here we do have optical, 2 opticals, so that's nice. And over here we have 2 subwoofer outs. Oh my God. There's a good chance I could eventually use 2 subwoofers, because I will say, my dad uses 2 subs on his setup in Jersey. It sounds incredible. Seriously, guys, 1 subwoofer alone sounds incredible. So imagine 2. Okay, so in your opinion, maybe that's overkill, I don't know. But I think it comes down to what you watch and what you listen to. So just saying, this does support 2 subwoofers if you need that in your life. Okay, so let's flip it around. The back is obviously important because without all this, none of the magic happens. But the front, in my opinion, is kind of more exciting because I look forward to seeing how it's designed. Yes, I looked at it on Amazon, but to see it in person is completely different. So let's flip this around. Let's drop the protective cloth. My God, is this heavy. Definitely a lot heavier than my current receiver because it uses a traditional power supply. Okay, first up, I see a big-ass volume knob. This thing is massive. For reference to my hand, look at that. I have pretty average-sized hands. This thing is insanely huge. We have a setup mic port on here if you want to calibrate your audio, your surround sound and all that stuff, and aux input for audio, as well as HDMI. So if you want to plug in HDMI in the front through convenience, like if you're trying to share video from your iPhone, Android device, whatever, then you can do just that.
It's 2 o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock. Thank you, Mr. Macintosh. So on the far left here, we have a power button, standby button, music optimizer, listening mode, tone, 2 knobs for adjustments, and alongside here, in the very middle, we have your inputs: Blu-ray, DVD, cable, satellites, game, streaming box, PC, auxiliary, CD, TV, phono, again for your turntables, tuner for that FM radio that everyone seems to love, net, don't think I'll ever use that, but still, and Bluetooth. So, cool, this does support Bluetooth if you need it. And of course, up here, we have even more controls for tuning and presets, and right here in the very center, the top center, is your display. Also, one thing I really like about Onkyo receivers is they always give you the option to customize your input names. So let's say, for instance, you're using the PC input, but you're using it for like a PlayStation 4. You don't have to name it PC. You can always rename it to anything you want, like PS4, and that's exactly how my previous Onkyo receiver was. And my current Harman Kardon receiver even supports custom input names. That's a huge deal to me, seriously. Like, if a receiver does not have customizable input names, then that's a deal breaker. I am suddenly not interested at all. It's a big deal to me. I mean, I don't want to choose PS4 and see it say, I don't know, cable satellite. That doesn't make sense to me, the user. So, cool. That definitely excites me. Oh, and of course, on the very front here, I forgot to cover this. Phones for your headphones. So guys, there you go. There's my unboxing of the Onkyo TX-NR656. Another model I have to memorize. but I do have my TV memorized. It's the Samsung UN65KS 8000 something XZA. Shit. Okay, I have to go. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to buy this for yourself, I'll link it right below on Amazon. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Let me open up my expenses app. I keep track of all my business expenses in this app, because that's going to drive me crazy. Okay, so the Samsung UN65KS 8000 FXZA. That's right, FX. I always think of like special effects or whatever. So FXZA. You know what? I'll also link that right below if you want to buy it for yourself. If you feel like dropping $1,500 randomly, why not? The TV is getting excellent reviews, and apparently it's really good at HDR gaming, which excites me. Okay, for real, I'm done. My watch magnetically attracts to this. Guys, if you want to see plenty more on this receiver, then I encourage you, stay subscribed to my channel. And actually, if you're not already subbed, please do so. I appreciate it, because I promise I will be showing this off in many future videos alongside my Samsung 4K TV. This is just the beginning of something huge. Thank you so much for watching. Your support means a lot, and I'll see you next time. Peace.